Back to New York we go, not for the Mets, but for the Jets. It rhymes, though, so it's close. Quarterback, Zach Wilson. He said on Staying Humble, quote, obviously that's important, but that's not my focus right now. My focus is to learn the offense, keep getting better every single day, to do what I can with the guys around me, and I think the rest takes care of itself. In this position, the coaches want to play the best player, and that position's got to be earned. I got to go in there and I got to make sure I do what I'm supposed to do, and that will take care of itself. Guys, Zach Wilson is saying all the right things. He looks the part. He's taking nice pictures and good looking suits. Is Zach Wilson the guy? Is he better than Darnold? Is Robert Sala going to lead this team to continued success to challenge the Bills' supremacy in the AFC East?
I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily better talent-wise than Sam Darnold. I think he's in a better situation than Darnold was, considering the fact they didn't do jack fucking shit for him, Sam Darnold, when he was there. And on top of that, there was the whole Adam Gase thing, which, as we've seen before, Adam Gase can hold any quarterback back, which is, once again, why Peyton Manning is a Hall of Famer, because the fact that Peyton Manning was able to overcome Adam Gase and win is beyond me. Like, you got to be a special fucking talent, which Peyton was. Peyton was one of, the chosen one. So Peyton was. And I think Zach Wilson's in a better spot than Big Sam was. I mean, that's really all it is. Do I think the Jets are going to challenge? Hell no. The Jets are maybe a season or two away from actually challenging for that division. Buffalo is going to run that division for the next couple of years. Although I think the Jets are on the right path. But for the foreseeable future, I mean, we're going to see what happens with Zach Wilson, because as we've seen with the Jets, they thought they had it right with Sam Darnold. And then, 3 years later, we were in the exact same fucking spot. So, and the Jets do not exactly have the best track record with quarterbacks. I think the best quarterback they've had the last 20 years was what? The longest tenured one the last 20 years, the one that lasted the longest was Mark Sanchez, and that was because his defense was elite. And the only other one after that, I think that was actually somewhat decent, was what? Fitzmagic. So
Testaverde.
They don't have a very good. They don't have a very good track record with quarterbacks the last 20 years. So
Brett Favre.
Look, here's the thing. If you're asking me about the dude's attitude, I think his attitude is great, especially for the situation he's about to go into, because I love the hire of Robert Saleh. I like what the Jets have done this offseason. But if you're asking me if I trust the Jets to develop Zach Wilson into a big-time franchise quarterback that he has the potential to be, I'm not sure if I can honestly say that. But what Zach Wilson can do, because like I said, the Jets have a bad track record of quarterbacks. We don't have to retread that every time we talk about this specific case, because it's just true. It's like there's three common facts in the world: death, taxes, and the Jets not developing their quarterback. So that's neither here nor there. As far as this goes, it's up to Zach Wilson to kind of dictate what he can control, and what he can control is focusing on football. If Zach Wilson goes in there, focuses on football, focuses on building, the rapport with his receivers and the offense and learning it and getting better at football, he has a chance to maybe break the Jets' curse. And again, like, Wilson to me had high risk, high reward type of potential in this draft. He was like that type of player. So either he can come in, develop very quickly into a very good player, or he's going to come in and fizzle out in a year or two. Like, that's literally, he's that type of guy. So we don't know exactly what he'll end up being. We have indications that he might have been, a short-term wonder in college, but he has tools. He's got, like I said, he's got the look. He's got the arm. He's got like a bit of, he's just like, again, high risk, high reward with him. And the other thing with Wilson specifically is, and him with the Jets is, how much is he going to develop this season? Because this is the first year for Wilson. More than any other quarterback, I think, is more important, because we already know the what's it called, the Trevor Lawrence, like, he's got all the time in the world to develop into what people want him to be. We know that Trey Lance, he's seen as a project in many aspects. He's got time to develop. He's probably going to have Jimmy G in front of him. We know that Justin Fields, a lot of people have him as possibly the most NFL ready quarterback or one of the most NFL ready quarterbacks, but even he has Andy Dalton in front of him. Who is Zach Wilson sharing the depth chart with? No names. Like it's there's that I forgot the guy's name. He was like picked 199 in 2019. Like you think he's gonna be like he started a few games for the Jets last year. You think he's gonna be the guy, the placeholder? No, it's gonna be on Zach Wilson's shoulders from day one. And I think for the Jets, you don't need to win 8, 9 games, 10 games for him to be a success. You need him to make minimal mistakes, and you need him and the team to at least hit 5, 6 wins to be a success. But again, it's easier said than done with this team, guys. We've seen their track record with the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Zach Wilson's the guy. There's no safety net. There's no, just in case. There's no, maybe we'll throw this other guy in for the first 3 games of the season. Zach Wilson's your starter from game 1 to game 17, and that's it. They moved off of Darnold. They don't have anyone backing Wilson up, like you said. So it's all on his shoulders. And so he's talking a big game now, and he's saying all the right things, and he looks the part. And yeah, he's got a big arm, and he looked good for 8 games in college. Sure, all that's true. But what is he going to do come time? You're seeing across the league, teams are already opting out of voluntary OTAs. So you're going to look at a shortened and maybe chaotic offseason program for a rookie quarterback coming in with a shortened preseason, right? So let's not forget, they shortened the preseason to add another regular season game. So you're talking about teams not knowing how to maneuver the offseason in chaotic times. You're talking a rookie quarterback with not a big track record coming in his rookie season, playing with sky-high expectations for a team in New York. I don't know if the Jets just love making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And it really doesn't even have to do with Zach Wilson or his possible talent. The kid could be awesome. I'm not saying that he's not. But you look around the roster, and even if with a few draft picks on the offensive end, the roster is kind of barren. The offensive line's not great. I don't know who's starting for them at running back. Who's his number 1 receiver? Yeah, what is Robert Saleh gonna do on that? Robert Saleh is a defensive guy. Let's not forget. It's not like he's an offensive guru like the quarter guy out of Gase. So I don't know. I don't know what the Jets' plan is here. I think Wilson was a step in the right direction, but there are just so many unknowns.
Draft young quarterback is always going to be a step in the right direction for a trash team. Like
they had him on the roster already.
Draft a cheaper version of the quarterback we had previously with higher risk potential. I don't know, man. It's just.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I just don't know. I don't know what to make of the Jets, frankly, because I look at them and say, Zach Wilson's good. Your defense was decent. Your offensive line could be good if you stay healthy, but you don't really have much on offense. I mean, who's his number 1 receiver? Robbie Anderson, who's a free agent?
Not even. No, he's in Carolina.
Not even. Carolina, gone. So,
it's
okay. Well, great.
Dude, it is. It's just
good fucking luck, my guy. Good luck, my guy.
It's tough because this is Andrew and I got a lot of shit in the comments for saying that this reminded us, the Zach Wilson to New York thing reminded us a lot of the Josh Rosen pick for the Cardinals a few years back. We got a lot of shit in the comments for that. But if you look at the situations, they are very, very similar situations. A completely reconstructing team, a team that, doesn't have a lot to go off of. Bad offensive line, although they did draft, I think it was Slater later on in the first round. But even that, man, that one person's not going to do it for you.
Darrisaw, right? No, it was Elijah something Everett.
Vera Tucker.
Vera Tucker. Sorry. So they drafted an offensive lineman, but how much is that actually going to help the total package? The defense is still in a complete rebuild mode. CJ Mosley, who was your best player, he hasn't played in 3 years now since he was a Raven. Then you have then you have the offense, which was bad enough when Sam Darnold was there, but now you're throwing this rookie into the fire with no one really as a stopgap. Like, again,
Listen,
this is going to be, guys, when we say this is a Josh Rosen type pick, it's not because we hate Zach Wilson or we think, he's gonna, God damn it, pal, he sucks, he's gonna be the worst quarterback ever. No, it's because he went to the worst situation of all of these young quarterbacks, just like how Josh Rosen in 2018 went to the worst situation of all of those young quarterbacks. Like, the only thing you can say to salvage this idea of him being successful with the Jets is the coach that they got is actually a quality coach, and a coach that a lot of people believe in, that can hopefully develop players in that defense fairly quickly, because that's what he's going to have to do. If he wants to give that rookie a chance, he's going to have to develop players in that defense quicker than anyone thinks, and he's going to have to somehow find a way to galvanize the rest of his team to play up to their potential, because that's the only way you help this kid Zach Wilson stay in the NFL as a starter in his first 2 years. It's so important for his career, because we've seen what happened to Josh Rosen. We're seeing he is the practice squad quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers just 2 years after being drafted. That is a bad situation to be in, because who knows, if the Jets go 2-15 next year, dude, they could be picking Rattler. They could be picking one of these other guys next year. I'm so serious. So it's important for him, if he wants to keep his job, like to have that development, have that those pieces around him, and it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be a difficult year in New York, guys. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.